So in this first exercise, we need to run the total command on to develop a hash control total and an amount control total for AP trans. So all I need to do is find the invoice amount in the columns. I'll go over here to the overview. There's a list of all the tables. The one we were in was the log, where I can see what work I've done. And what we're looking for is, firstly, the AP trans table. So you may have something that looks like that. You can click on the expander there, the spin that opens it up, and there's AP trans, okay? So that's AP trans, that database, that table there. If I close it and close that one as well, that's pinned. Okay, that's empty. Double click AP trans, that calls that up. I can use the total command for AP trans. So we want to do this for the amount control total. So vendor, vendor name, vendor city, invoice number, invoice date, invoice amount. So I go up here to analyze and click total. I could just use Control 4 to do this, but I'm just using it through the mouse. Voila, there is our invoice amount. So the total of the invoice amount is 278,641.33. I can do that for other ones. What I'm going to do is pin that, because that's giving me the total for the invoice amount. And I'm going to pick up the total of quantity. So here's quantity. Again, we go to analyze and, total there, second one, total. There we have 37,107, and unit cost, I'll pin that again so we don't lose it. I'll tell you why I'm pinning it later. The total of unit cost, there's unit cost, total of that, analyze and total, 1522.29. So those are my three fields. Now, if I'm a smart camper, what I can do is I'll fire up, I'll just snap this over to here. That will work, no it won't. Just leave that sitting there for a moment, okay? Because what I want to do is open up my calculator and calculate what might be a hash total. So a hash total would pick up all of those columns into one number. So all I'm going to do my very simple hash total is just add up 1522.99. Going to add the total, and this is why I pinned it. Go back to the calculator, pick up 37107, click on plus again, pick up the AP trans invoice amount, and I'm going to go back to calculator and type in 278,641.33, and 317,270.62 is the hash total that would work. So the hash total combined all of those total numbers there. If I got something that was different to that in a later batch or later look at this database, I would know that the numbers have changed. So I've done the invoice number, I've done invoice amount, unit cost, and quantity to create my hashtag total. A hash total, not hashtag, that's Twitter and Instas. So I could have alternatively used product number in my hash total, and that would be just as valid, except there's one problem, and that is that product number is not a number. So I would need to change that. If you take a look, I could change invoice number to a number as well. That's to develop a field for a hash control total. I could bring in all of those and add that as an extra column on my database and incorporate all those numbers. So I could pick up all those numbers, put them in a row, and then I could add that number up and do it that way. And then if anything was changed, I would know it was done. My recommendation might be to change invoice number to a string.